Hi, this is Ankur. In this video, we'll discuss about what it takes to create wealth. And this is not just a video for you, but also a reflection for myself. Over the last 10 years, I have worked with many investors, people who have made a lot of money, not just investing, but also in their work profile. And I have learned a lot from these people. So what it is that really distinguishes them from rest of the crowd. And secondly, I have run my own investment advisory firm and I have created capital wealth within the firm. So what is it that has helped me create wealth within the investment advisory work that I do? In order to understand what creates wealth, we need to understand the sources of wealth. There are primarily three sources of wealth. The first one is income, the second is growth, and the third one is growth in income. So let's understand what exactly is income bucket. If you think about it, 30, 40, 50 years back, people would have a preference of government jobs. That was basically around the safety and security of the job. So what is it in today's context that ensures that safety and security? And I'm basically referring to private jobs. Firstly, just doing your work actually will ensure that you have a safety. But what exactly within that? Well, first of all, there are a lot of videos and people talk about passive income. I feel the passive income is more relevant for retired people and not someone who is starting off. In fact, when you're starting off, you should be thinking of active incomes and active ways of creating wealth, not so much about passive income. So you should be able to invest in education that will help you in getting the job and growing your wealth, or the income bucket for that matter. The second is you need to put in a lot of hard work in the work that you do. As far as you have the right education and you put in the right amount of hard work, you can be ensured of the job. You might be wondering, I have not spoken about the experience part of a job. That comes under growth in income category. I do not see that as part of income. This is more like a base case of income. The second bucket is growth. What is growth? Well, there are cash inflows, which is a income generation, and there is cash outflow, which is the expenses. The difference of that are called savings or surplus. That needs to be invested in growth assets. Growth assets being equity or real estate. And obviously this bucket varies from one person to the other because it can't be standardized across everyone that this is suitable for all. Well, someone who is very wealthy may be looking for startup investing, but someone who is starting off may not be looking for startup investing, which may be the right approach. But yes, equity is relevant for both. In what form varies. The first thing when a person starts off can evaluate an index fund or exchange traded fund. So a broad index of top 500 companies in the form of Nifty 500 will be a suitable thing to start. When they gain experience or they're working with an investment advisor, they can have a selected company list of maybe 15-20 stocks that has a potential of growing better than the index. The third is investing in real estate investment trust, which provides them exposure on commercial properties, or they can buy land, shop, other things in the form of physical assets. Well, that requires a lot of money and there may be liquidity concerns. So you have to just ensure that. But as far as your level of wealth supports that decision, I think it is a fair call to make. I have seen so many people making a lot of money in the real estate. These are those people who are in their 50s right now, not so much in their 30s and 40s. People in 30s and 40s have made wealth primarily from equity side. And the third bucket, which is the most important bucket, but often ignored by a lot of people, that is growth in income. I'm not referring to that 10-15% kind of growth. I'm looking for a growth beyond 50-60%, even 100% on an annual basis. What is it that takes that level of growth in income? There are two things to consider, the skill part and the luck part. Often people mix these two elements together. A lot of people who have made money in startup investing recently, they think that they have the skill. Maybe they were just lucky that they made an investment and that investment grew by 100x and they were able to cash it out. The luck part can be distinguished from skill part if that success can be replicated again and again and again and again over a long period of time. That becomes skill. So one of the things that skill can be built in a job or a business is when you do the same thing over a period of time. I'm not saying repeating the same thing, but you are absorbed in one activity and you are like an expert in that work that you do. Think about it. Even a mechanic who is good in his job, you always look for that mechanic to fix your car. Similarly, if a doctor has treated you and the treatment has been excellent and you have experience over a longer period of time for your family, friends, you always look for that particular doctor. If that doctor is not available, you'll probably wait for another 10 days, 15 days, whenever the doctor is back. You really want to see that particular doctor. The same thing happens when people are in a business or in a job. When you're a rare commodity or what you provide is rarity in the market, people are always looking for you. They always want to wait for you. And that in itself helps you grow your wealth exponentially higher than the simple inflation in the economy. So out of the three buckets, my experience indicates that people are just focused on the first bucket of income. Very few are interested in the growth in saving bucket. The third category, which is growth in income, is even further a rare thing that people focus on. I think when we focus on our skill, whether it's a hard skill or a soft skill, our income is bound to increase over a period of time. It may not be done in 6 months or 12 months, but over a long period of time, there is a very high potential for income to increase. So right approach would be a combination of all three. When you start off, income should be there. You should have a right attitude and right education. And when you get started, you need to ensure with the right attitude that you're able to save and grow your wealth. And parallelly, you are focusing on a longer plan, how to ensure that your skill is rare and your skill is extremely deep for the kind of work you do. I hope I was able to add some value to your understanding. Thank you for watching this video.